early and Rachel is still sleeping. But today is our last day in Chicago and I'm out to take some photos this morning. You see, I've had this shot of downtown Chicago with the lake in the foreground in mind since day one. And I tried to take it. I think I found the perfect place to get it though, so that's where I'm going today. Okay, so this is not exactly what I had in mind, but it's pretty close. I saw this tree. I didn't even find it. I mean, it's right here. I want to take this photo too. Well, not exactly from here, but the photo with the tree. But the lights are on now, so I'm gonna have to wait until after sunrise and the lights are off. You see what I have to deal with. Look at this tripod. This screw is loose and I need a screwdriver that I have, but I don't have it here with me, of course. So I'm only gonna be able to use these two parts or sections of the leg. So, well, that should be okay. Okay, so I'm ready to take the photo. It's gonna be a very, very simple composition, as you'll see. As usual, I'm putting the horizon in the middle and just some buildings on the left and some empty space on the right. So it's not gonna be a very long exposure because there's not much weather. There is that cloud there, but other than that, nothing else. So I think that 5 minutes or so, it should suffice here and just to smooth out the water a little bit. But yeah, let's do it. Okay, so I'm using the big stopper that is 10 stop and the filter. I better hurry because the sun is coming out and the light is gonna change. Okay, so I'm taking my second exposure now. This time I changed the composition just a little bit. I'm including more water. I placed the downtown Chicago, the skyline, on the top third of the frame. And I'm also trying to include more of the cloud that is in between the buildings. I had to use the 15 stop and the filter this time because it's much brighter now that the sun is coming out. It's kind of tricky to take long exposures at sunrise and sunset because the light changes a lot. So you meter for the scene at the beginning, but it changes in a few minutes. So you have to account for that. I'm using a f11 7-minute exposure. I might kill it sooner though because the sun is rising faster over the clouds than I thought. So yeah, I might kill it soon. Okay, so I think I got the shot that I was looking for this morning, so I'm just gonna walk around to see if I see anything else, but if not, I'm happy if it turns out, I don't know, because with film you never know. I finally found this place. This is north of beach. Yeah, you have, in my opinion, the best view of downtown, the skyline that I could find so far. So if you're looking for something like that in Chicago, come here to North Avenue Beach. I don't think I have mentioned that my camera bag, the straps in the back broke, so I have to hold my tripod with my hands, and it's a very, very big hassle. But anyway. So that's the tree that I was thinking about photographing earlier. I don't know, I'm gonna take the camera out and see how it looks on the frame, and I might take it. Okay, so I found a composition that I liked, and I just took the photo. I wanted to show you what I did. As you can see, I used the red filter, and let me explain why. See, I don't usually use the red filter when I'm trying to take a dark subject, because I wanted to take the silhouette of this tree against downtown, and that against a blue sky wouldn't have worked, because it would make both the tree and the sky pretty dark, and that's not what I want. But in this case, we have this cloud or this mist in the background that is kind of white gray, so, and some clear blue skies here. So I think that the red filter is going to help a lot to create contrast between all these areas, between this blue sky, the tree. So we'll see. It should look something like that. But why don't we make sure and take another one, this time without the orange filter, and see what the difference is. So with the orange filter, I used f8, 1/250th of a second. Without the filter, that's like 2 stops, more or less. So I do f11, 1/500th of a second. Same composition. I'm gonna change slightly the focus. I use hyperfocal, as you can see. And nothing, because there are people coming. So we'll wait a little bit. All right, so what do you think? Is there any difference between the exposure with and without the filter? I think it will be a big difference. Alright, so I was already on my way out because I'm hungry. I haven't even had coffee just yet. I only slept 4 hours last night. It's cold, I don't even have gloves, so I can't feel my hands. But I came across this part of the beach that is full of ice. I've been walking around here trying to find a composition, and even though these days it's been pretty warm around here, it's still pretty icy. But I think I found a composition that I like. So I'm taking a long exposure here. These pieces of ice, like kind of not pointing, but almost to the tower. I like these two in the foreground. So I'm taking a long exposure of these, not too long, just a couple minutes. Okay, so once again I'm using the orange filter. In this case I have to use the square orange filter to use it with the ND filter, because the other one doesn't really fit in this mount, in the Lee filter mount. But yeah, I'm using the orange filter because the ice is of course white, or kind of, because it has some sand, but the water and the sky are blue and the tower is white, so that should offer a lot of contrast between the whites and the blues. So that's why I'm using the orange filter. 2.5 minutes exposure, and I think that should be more than enough to smooth out all the water and create a cool effect. But I'll have to wait to see that. You guys will see the photo right now. Okay, so I'm out of here. It's freezing. I can't feel my hands. I really need some food, so I'm gonna head back to the hotel, get some breakfast, get some coffee, probably take a nap, and yeah, this is gonna be it for today. So thank you so much for watching and for being there, and I hope you enjoyed this morning.